What up, Build Up Squad? It's Arthur here. We're back at Fircrest. The first 4 units in the first 2 buildings are about to be wrapped up. Today is day 119. We did a social media challenge, build a duplex in 120 days, and we're just about done. This unit's gonna be ready for cleanup and some touch-ups. And then these 2 units behind me are a little bit behind, meaning a little dirtier, but our goal was to build the first duplex in 120 days, and it looks like we're gonna make it. Let's go, buddy, let's go check it out. And then behind me, we got the next phase of 4 units, 2 duplexes, and those should be in drywall. We'll go check those out in the end. Let's roll. Make sure you stay to the end because I will break down the construction costs on this duplex behind me, how much you would need to put down if you wanted to build it as an investment, or how much you have to put down if you're getting a personal house loan. You're gonna live in one side and rent the other side. Watch till the end. So here's the duplex. We're all wrapped up, 119 days in. As you can see, I did the black countertop style with the oak cabinets and black handles. Typically I go black because gold blends too much in with the oak. And then there's a couple minor things, like we're gonna throw caulking in here. We're just waiting for everything we just did the tile yesterday, and then we'll caulk everything, give it a nice clean look, and then we'll get the final clean done once we do all of the paint touch-ups and drywall touch-ups. And then the unit is ready to get listed on the market, so we're super excited. So a big thing for us, we did a lot of kitchen cabinets. We did an island, even though this unit is only 1,500 square feet. Come on, okay. Pantry, super important. Make sure there's enough storage space. And then we've got that little fireplace, which is kind of neat. So we got a little cool looking fireplace. Powder bath. I did the arched mirror, which gives it a nice look. Arched mirror just makes it feel a little bit nicer. It's not just very basic. And typically, one second, buddy. One second. My followers want to see what we're doing. So a lot of people put one glass piece all the way across, which is not as clean of a look. Instead, we did the mirror and we arched it. Restroom's all wrapped up. We've got downstairs, we did the oak cabinets. Here we decided to go with black, and then we did the brass handles. Gave it a nice little look. And we go with the black and white look when it comes to all of the appliances and finishes. I'm not a huge fan of the chrome, so as you can see, we've done all the black accents and black tones, so it works. Also, I want to know, comment below if you guys like the panda look, which is the black and the white with the different siding. It has the smaller siding or 5-inch lap reveal, meaning the lap siding is only 5 inches shown. Or if you guys like the more farmhouse style that I did, where I did the board and bat siding, which is that kind of vertical siding, and I gave it more of a homey farm look. Let me know which one you like in the comments, the panda look or the farmhouse look. Would love to know. Here we're standing inside the more farmhouse style duplex, where we did the painted cream color cabinets with the gold handles, and we did more of a marble look countertop, and then we have a straight set or a vertical stack. It's staggered actually, we did them staggered, which is, I love doing different patterns when it comes to tile. So this is the farmhouse kitchen. It's a little bit different than the oak with black countertops. Also curious, hit the comments, which one do you like more? This farmhouse kitchen, which is the creamy, and the marble look countertop with the white backsplash that's rectangle? Or do you like the oak wood cabinets with the dark black countertops and then the square backsplash? I'd love to know your feedback. Which one do you like more? Or if you don't like any, we're always open to that as well. We'd love to know what you would do. So this is the other unit, still not clean yet, a little bit dirty, but we'll be getting this one wrapped up this week as well. And then we'll be putting both on the market, on the open market, and selling all the units. And then we're moving on to those next ones where we're gonna do a couple fun little things, like we're gonna add stone on the exterior, and on the other ones, we're gonna do these countertops, but with wood cabinets. So it's gonna be wood cabinets with white countertops, just to give it a little different feel, different style. And then let's go check out the backyard where the boys are gonna hang out. And this is the backyard. They are small units. Yes, they're 1,500 square foot duplexes, but what's nice is we still landscaped it. We added some greenery, some grass, some bushes, some plants, and we had a good 6x8 size patio, so you can at least get your grill, maybe a few chairs here. You can throw the chairs in the lawn as well. And this is where the family gets to hang out, so you can do a little barbecue. The cool thing is, little things that matter is we actually ended up adding a little bit higher of a fence right when you walk out, so you're not looking directly in the eyes of the other neighbor. As you can see, I stepped down, and so I'm sitting lower here. The fence here is 6 feet. right when you walk out. It's a little bit taller just for that privacy. And then one other trick we're gonna show you real quick. The other thing that we did was we added this siding piece here in between the units so that it can be flush, and this post right here for the fence can sit right up against it. If I left it as lap siding like this, you'd have these gaps in between, and it just doesn't look clean right here. So this is one thing that I started doing on all of my projects when I have multiple units attached. I just add myself a nice 3-inch piece, and it connects perfectly with this. And then as I mentioned earlier, you can see I did the fence a bit taller. I'm 6 foot tall, it's 6 feet here. And then as we go this way, it drops because you're 6 feet from the ground over here. But same thing, I still have the privacy. I'm not looking into their yard. And when I'm standing on the patio, I'm also not looking into the yard. And this guy definitely can't look into the yard. This is all part of phase 1. We've got the first 2 buildings, which is 4 units. And then right behind me, we have the other 2 buildings, which is another 4 units, total of 8 units on phase 1. As you can see on these units, we're working on drywall on the interior, siding on the exterior. We're doing something a little different. So we're actually switching it up. We're doing lap siding for this bump out. And then we're gonna do the farmhouse style siding on the other side. Let's go check out the inside as well. We're in progress on this unit. It's the exact same floor plan as we were just at on the other unit. Cool thing is, it's hard to imagine what's gonna be here, but it's gonna be the kitchen. So now you can see the after and you can actually see the before. This is what it looks like when you start the drywall. Right now they're hanging up all of the drywall. Next, they're gonna actually mud it. They're gonna tape it, they're gonna mud it. Once they tape it and mud it with multiple layers, they'll texture it. Now you have yourself a finished wall. So this is where we're at. This is gonna be the kitchen. You'll have the fridge, the range, the window with the sink obviously is there. And on this one, we're gonna be doing those wood cabinets with the white countertops. So it's gonna be a little bit of a different look. Maybe we could throw some like green or blue tile on the backsplash. Maybe comment below what you think. And with a wood cabinet, white oak wood, so like an oak wood color cabinet like you saw there with those black tops, but we're gonna do white. And then for the backsplash, what do you think we should do? So this duplex behind me, whether it's the Panda look or the farmhouse look, the construction breakdown was about 3,000 square feet, 3-bed, 2.5 bath on each unit, and about a 1-car garage. The cost per square foot on the construction side was about $145 a square foot. So you take $145 per square foot, multiply by that 3,000 square feet of total construction area or buildable area. That's living square footage that actually doesn't include the garage, but still, this is the number that we get. So we're approximately $435,000 into the project. And then you gotta add in the builder fee plus the land costs. You're into this duplex around $660,000. Now, for a personal house loan, this guy got a stick. You might whack somebody. Easy, brother. Nice little pause on the numbers. All right, back to the numbers. So on the 660, if you're building a personal house loan, it's called a construction to permanent primary residence. The bank's gonna require about 5% down plus 10-ish thousand in closing costs. So take 5% of this number, you would need to bring 33K plus, let's say 15 grand to be safe. So 15,000 to the table. You'd be moving into this duplex. You want this? You want these numbers? Oh, nice. You need around 48 to 50K down. You live in one side. Your renter's gonna pay you $2,750 for half the unit. Your payment might be $2,400. So you're actually gonna get an extra $300 towards your payment. So imagine you're living in this, instead of renting it for $2,800, you're gonna pay $2,100 a month. It's pretty sweet because you have a renter paying a decent amount of the mortgage. Now, 660 is that cost. Let's say you wanna build this as an investment. If you're building this as an investment, a hard money lender or a bank that focuses on investments would want 15% down. So that number is 99 grand, plus some closing costs, same thing, let's put 10,000. You're at about 110K down. On a duplex like this, you might walk away with 150K, maybe 200 grand of profit. We're in this 660, then you gotta add some finance costs. They're gonna be worth, I think, close to 900 to $1 million. So we're gonna list them around 475 a piece. So you're gonna be at that 950 mark, plus or minus. That's the breakdown of the numbers. That's what it looks like, start to finish. And there's a lot of different lenders. If you're talking the personal house game, you got a local credit union that's gonna fund you. If you're on the hard money side or investment side, it's gonna be experience driven or specific. The cool thing is, because we have the experience, we help our students that have never built a house get a hard money loan with the best rate, the best down payment, and the best terms, because we get they know who we are, and when we refer them and we say, hey, our student wants to build a project, we help them out. So like our student Andrew in Houston, Texas, just got 2 loans, 1 million each, which was awesome, and now he's building 2 specs. We got a little bit of sun. If you want to learn this process start to finish, we have an entire mentorship program. Our goal is to help thousands of students across the nation. We went from 7-figure builder to now build up community, where we're helping people build not only real estate, but each other as a community. So hit that link below. You want to see if you qualify for the mentorship, and like, share, subscribe. I'd love to hear feedback, and I would love if you can just comment what you want to see more of. You want to see more of my son? We can have more of my son, but would love to see feedback on what you want to see, what you like, what you don't like, and what you want us to cover. I'm always flexible. I want to give back to the community. Catch you next time.